My name is Dixie Laws. I'm a printmaker. Well, I got interested in printmaking because when I went to school, everybody had to take printmaking, and that was kind of something I did when I was in high school at first. And then when I went to college, I took a class in printmaking where I learned all the different techniques of printmaking that were available. And then later, I wanted to make a flyer for a show I was having. I thought it would be a really easy way to make a flyer would be to make a linoleum print and then just have it printed black and white. So after I made that print, then I thought, well, I really did enjoy doing that. So then I started doing more linoleum prints. Well, I always take my own pictures, so I never use photographs made by others because I'm not interested. I'm interested in the what I'm looking at, and the reason I use photographs for the most part is so I can remember what it is that I'm interested in. Because if I like even made a sketch on site, then if I brought that back to my studio, it wouldn't have enough information for me to remember all the details. So I like to use a photograph for that, and I have used photographs as more directly when I'm trying to capture a certain kind of perspective or do something that's difficult to do freehand, like steps in perspective. The reason I do landscape is I guess I'm really interested in nature and like to be outdoors a lot. I've always enjoyed landscape and nature, and so I just enjoyed that subject matter because it just appeals to me. I like the black contrast between black and white, and I definitely I like to have the color play a somewhat secondary role. So I don't have the color really saturated. I usually have it toned down somehow, either by making it kind of watery or by getting the color less intense. And so the color will just complement the black and white instead of being the main thing. I have a tree in front of my house, and my little drawing desk is set up to face the tree. So, it didn't seem like that tree was that cool at first, but then like one day I was just sitting there and it was like fall and the leaves were just like raining down, it was just, all the fall colors are just kind of like rain of leaves, and then that just made me realize I had to make a print of that, so that'd be an example of something that I've done, and I guess I always use the windows of my house as like what I think is frames, to frame a picture that I could be making, and so if I got to go to some other house or a hotel room or whatever, then I could think about those windows as frames for pictures I could be making. Well, I think most of the pieces I have are, always my favorite are the ones I've just made, I think most artists are that way. They're looking forward to making their next image, so it's kind of like asking you to pick what children you like best or your favorite pet or something, because, it's hard, if you put work into them, and they turn out okay, then you usually think they're great,